Okay, today we're going to do cheesy bacon scalloped potatoes. Alright, if you're not low carbing it, you got it nice and easy. Just use a nice big potato. If you're low carbing it, get yourself a piece of jicama, a nice big, big potato size piece. And if you're not low carbing it, just peel your potato with a peeler. If you're using jicama, it's going to take more work. First, the easiest thing I would say is cut it in half. And when you peel your potato, you're actually going to have to get under the skin because there's like a denim type texture underneath, which you don't want. So you're going to actually have to get into there past that. And you just want to peel it until it's all nice and ready. And then we'll continue from there. Okay, now you're going to want to slice them. And I was just using a mandolin because and it makes it a lot easier and you get nice even slices. And it has a couple different blades. I'd probably do it on the thinner blade because they'll cook quicker. Use the guard because jicama isn't easy to sit here and slice. It doesn't go through real easy, and there's a good chance you'll end up having to cut yourself. And don't go, oh, I'm not going to cut myself because it's me. Because people who usually say that end up with nicknames like Stumpy and Lefty and stuff. So just be safe and use the guard. It's not going to kill you. Okay, if you're using a potato, you can skip this step. But if you're low carbing it and using the jicama, you can't. Alright, put your potato slices, or jicama slices, into a thing of water. Add some salt. You want to flavor the water, which will actually flavor the potatoes. And then you want to take them to the stove and bring it to a boil. And then when it does, turn it down to a simmer. You'll probably have to do it for about 45 minutes or so, because jicama will never sit here and soften up like a potato will when you cook it. However it comes out of the boiling water is how it's going to stay. Okay, I got my jicama going. And while you're doing that, you're going to want to sit here and cook some bacon. 1 or 2 slices for like a person order, but I'm actually just cooking extra because, well, you might want to do that too because you know that you're going to have to test some. And plus, after you got it, there's a lot you can do with it. Put it on Caesar salads, or like say if you want to make a chicken or a burger with smothered with mushrooms, onions, and peppers and bacon and cheese or something like that. You're going to have your bacon ready. So you want to do that. Okay, if you're low carbing it while your jicama is simmering, you want to cut up some onions, and you can either use onions or green onions, depending on if you're low carbing it or not. Which green onions have less carbs. But I'm kind of doing a combination of both. Give them more complexity of flavors. And you also want the chivy parts for later. And take some of your bacon that you've cooked and chop it up into little pieces. Okay, the jicama is still going. You're probably going to want to let it go for about 45 minutes or so at least. Oh, and this is important. When you finish cooking the bacon, do not throw out your bacon grease. Let it cool down. You're going to need it for later. Okay, so it's been an hour. Yeah, I went on it for an hour. Put it in there, went some cold water on them, let them cool down some. And, okay, an hour sounds like a lot, but it's not like you have to stand over it for an hour. You can go watch TV, play on the internet, clean the house, do whatever you're going to want to do. But you want some cold water on it like you would anything else. Get all whatever little starch out of it, and, cool them down, get the salt out of the water so you'll just get the jicama taste. Oops. Anyway, it'll be about like this. Ooh, floppy. Well, so if you hear that, it had a crunch to it. It's never going to be super soft, so don't even go there. Then, after it's cooled down, drain it some like that, and let them drain down. So they'll be dried off. Just mush them around a bit, and then you might want to dry them with some paper towels. And then we'll get on to actually making it. And if this is where you're not low carbing it, it's all the same from here. Preheat your oven to 350 and take your jicama or potato slices and layer them out like this in a nice single layer. Nice single layer. Sprinkle them with a little salt and pepper. And please, if you have any of that table grind iodinized crap, just throw it out. I mean, that stuff is just garbage. Put a few little onions on there. Put onions in there. Maybe a little bacon. Some of your green onions. And some cheese. I got a couple kind of cheeses here. I'm going to do a little cheddar and some Monterey Jack. First, I'm going to sprinkle a little cheddar in here. Then you want to go with another layer of the jicama or potatoes. And do the same thing. Salt, pepper, put all the same stuff on there. Nice layers of flavor. And of course, depending on how many potatoes or jicama you have is going to depend on how many layers. But it's all the same. Okay, there we go. That's good. A little salt and pepper. Put the rest of your onions on there. Your green onions. And your bacon. Just put it all on there. There we go. And now I'm going to put the Monterey Jack cheese on the top. Cheese and bacon. Cheese, bacon, and onions. Can't do much better than that. Okay, now you just take your little chivy parts and just put them on the top there. Because, you know, hey, it gives a nice flavor and a nice color. Okay, take yourself some half and half. And pour it in. The reason it looks so thick is because I had it in the freezer. And, I've been defrosting it, but, it's still not quite defrosted yet. So it looks like all chunky and bad, but if not, you want to kind of put enough there we go, to just kind of get up to about the level of where the potatoes are. Cover it with some aluminum foil and put it in your 350 degree oven. Go for about a half an hour and check it from there. Of course, the jicama one probably won't be done, but yet again, it'll never soften up. But as long as it has that creamy consistency you're looking for, it's ready. It's been a half hour. I just took it out, took off the, you can see how melty looking it is. I just took off the aluminum foil, and I'm going to stick it in for about another 15 minutes to get it all nice and crispy and all that type of stuff. And then we'll be ready to eat. And there we go, some cheesy bacon scallion scalloped potatoes. Go great with like some ham slices or something like that. So enjoy.